Now, here's the Jeep right here. I just bought it, and I put in a new air filter. And then here it is. I put some stickers on it after I bought it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like in a second without all the stickers. Here it is. When I first bought it, I started having all kind of problems. So I changed the original shocks, but then it broke down. Here, the drive shaft in the back broke off like a month after having it. This is how it looked when I first saw it on the lot. I changed out. It's one of my first license plates in fitness. Here's my first car wash when I got it. It originally had black floodlights. I changed them to red later, but ended up changing them later. You'll see it later in the video. This is one of the first shocks I changed into. Then I ended up buying Rough Country X Series. In the video, you're going to hear me say I was the 6th owner, but I'm not. I'm the 7th owner of this Jeep TJ. You can see the back of the tires hanging off. It's being pulled on the tailgate. It was the wrong size tire for this Jeep. It had a 2.5-inch lift. That's how it looked right there with the floodlights, the original floodlights that came with it. It came from Florida. Now here I am setting it up for the first video that I'm making. And you can see it's the day after Christmas. The brand new tires I have on there, the Cooper STT tires. They're really good tires, but I should have 33s. I'm learning how to do a Jeep. I get in because I want you to hear the motor, the muffler. So I'm going to let this video play from here, and then I just wanted to put in the beginning of how the Jeep looked, and then let this take over from here. My first video. I've owned this TJ for 2 years. I got it in March 2019 on my birthday. I'll see if I can put some pics in on how it looked when I first picked it up. But it's been a journey. When I first bought it, I planned on, trying to restore it, trying to get into Jeeping and all that. It had 35s on it when I bought it with a 2.5-inch lift. I didn't know anything about Jeeping. So I started using YouTube the last 2 years to try to understand more about it. And I made a lot of mistakes when it comes to trying to understand more about how to restore a Jeep. So one of the things I did was I put in a 4-inch lift by Rough Country for an X4X. Let's see, a Rough Country X Series 4-inch lift. After I did that, that's when the problem started. Because then I needed to put in slip eliminator. I had to look at and get that redone. I had to put in Adam drive shaft, front and back. I had to put in the track bar, front and back. It started. It was like a tidal wave, and it just kept going and going and going. It got really, really crazy when it comes to trying to dial this thing in. No rust when I bought it. Had it undercoated. Trying to understand more about it. So when I picked it up, I did the research on it. I'm the 6th owner. It came from Florida. It had front end damage in Florida. So that's why when I first bought it, it was like the inside was really like dirt all over the place or whatever was sprayed on it from the radiator busting up. So they fixed that car. I mean, they fixed the Jeep then. And then from there, several other people bought it. They ended up in New York and had a rear end damage accident. So that was like the sixth owner. I think he got fed up with it. And he put it up for sale. And I bought it off a lot. Found a mechanic that I've been trying to stick with because it's hard, you know, like the Jeep specialists are like a little bit too far for me to go to if I have to drop it off and leave it there for like a week or so. I wanted somebody nearby where I could drop it off and then walk home and walk back to pick it up if I had to pick it up. All right, so this is like the finished model once I get it dialed in, because right now I had to change the ball joints, the U-joints recently, and that really threw off the suspension. So the mechanic's having a little bit of a problem dialing it in, but he's almost got it. I'm gonna drop it off again and have it redone and take it from there. But this is a short video of somebody who wants to buy a Jeep TJ. This is a 2002, take that back, 2001 Sierra. I'm pretty sure it's 30, 35 rear, 30 Dana front. We'll learn more. Anyway, it's my first video. I just want to give people a heads up. Be careful out there trying to put something together, because it's going to cost. Right now, I done put $14,000. It cost me $10,000, and it's not cheap. I mean, you really got to have like a hustle on the side, a really good job to do whatever you got to do. Once I get it dialed in and get it back to the way it was, where I can handle it with the new ball joints and the new U joints, then I'm gonna just take the stickers off and make it all white and black. I'm debating about getting rid of the hard top because I live in an apartment, but the idea is it does come in handy right now. I would like to have a soft top, but with the snow sitting on it and during the winter time, I knew it wouldn't last long. Well, I'm just doing the best I can. And I really like Jeeping. I'm not gonna ever, do anything more than daily drive it. And we'll take it from there. All right, so YouTube, this is my first video. One fit body from New York. And whoever's out there buying their first Jeep, get ready, because there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that can help you get through this and understand it more if you don't know anything about a Jeep TJ, even a YJ. They're a lot of fun once you get into it, because I love motorcycles too. So it's something to think about, trying to take care of it if you live in the north with the salt and all that. But it's been a lot of fun putting it together and making this thing look like something like it's my business. I'm a personal trainer. So when I park in front of a $25 million home, everybody knows that, Don's in there training somebody. So it really sticks in their head, because everybody remembers 20 years ago where they were at when it comes to these Jeeps. When I open it up, it's a manual. It's not a big deal. When I started doing some research on the engine, I added this to the fuel, and man, it really made a big difference. As you can see, I got stuff in here, so I'm not trying to be like cool or anything like that. It's my work Jeep. Manual transmission, I can't wait to do some work to it. It's not like butter, shifting gears. First and third is really nice, but second and fourth, got to make sure it's in gear. Putting it in 4-wheel drive is no problem. You can tell I had to clean up the roof to it. It was really dirty at one time. Still haven't finished it. Messed around and put some simple speakers in. I did the woofer. I took that out, put in another woofer. No big deal. I changed the carpet. I put in the carpet. There's nothing underneath, no rust. Yeah, it's a piece of cake. The seats are really green and brown. They're excellent. They're in excellent condition. I put these on in the front just to keep it that way. I haven't put the ones on in the back. You can tell it's a mess. It has 170,000 miles. I bought it at 153,000 miles. The caps are no big deal. Tires are awesome. If I was to actually go do something, but with the suspension that I have on it, the X series, it's not worth it. You know, it won't last. You have to have something really, you know, old country. I mean, rough country is like, it's just like an inexpensive way to make the car look aggressive, make the Jeep look aggressive. As you can tell, like I said, I'm a novice at this. I'm in my second year, and it's really hot. It does a pretty good job. You know, like when I said to show off and build up my persona as a personal trainer, I'm one of the best in Long Island when it comes down to training any type of person, senior, you name it. All right, the sun's out. It's early in the morning, and I give y'all a Jeep wave. Peace.